GMGP, good morning, good people. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all decided to wake up with us. You're sick. You're sick in the head. There's a lot of fantasy football shows out there, but I promise y'all, they not like us. Brock Bowers, you looked a little quicker than fast. What does that even mean? Redraft, dynasty, best ball, high stakes, we got you covered. And that's MVS and Justin Watson with some of the dopest tools designed to help you cancel out the noise and dominate your leagues. If there's a white wide receiver named Antoine, sign me up. Maybe it's cultural. I don't know. In season or off season, rain, sleet, hail, and snow, comma, semicolon, period, next sentence, to bring you the most actionable and entertaining content on YouTube. You don't go buy the dip on the Titanic.
Quarterback that you love, D-Bro. One of the best values in fantasy football.
Prop bets with my man Jay Rich.
Is that yes! Let's go!
So wipe the crust out of your eye, get you a cup of coffee. It's time to wake y'all asses up. We're Ray
and Jay
in the morning.
My God.
How good is
Dude.
he? How good is Oh, let's get it, baby. GMGP. It is Monday, September 15, 2025. Y'all decided to wake y'all asses up with myself. No Jay Rich today. I ain't got no music. I got an air horn myself. I got no Jay Rich. We're flying solo today, but I appreciate each and every eye, each and every ear that's in the building this morning. I see y'all are already active in the chat. Jimbo in the building. Dill Esquire, what's popping with you, big dog? Chad, GMGP to you. My guy, what's going on with you, Chad? L, appreciate you being in the building today. If you're new, subscribe. Gretchen, good morning. I have not seen you in the chat in a while. Gretchen, I hope everything is well on your end. Lee Savage in the building. Saint Seth, Luis, Jay Sully, what's good? Ike, Matt Jones, Ball is Life, FF. RIP to the toe. Joey in the building, what's good with you? Mark Carr, Mark J, Greg, Jimbo, James, Patrick, KB. We got the crew in the building. Royce Taylor, Jay Jackson, Jordan Baker, Kevin. I've not seen Keegan yet. Where's Keegan H with his crazy ass? We got Jorge from Rhode Island. And yes, Jorge, it's a great day to be great. It's a great day to have a day. It's a great day to talk football. I got a lot. And it's all me. It's all me all today. No Jay Rich. He decided to go do some other stuff. Said, I don't want to be here for week 2. He didn't want to face the music for some of the stuff that he talked about last week. But love you, dog. Hope you enjoy the day, man. Jay Rich is at a wedding, so just give him hell in the chat. I promise you he will read it. But we do got to start off with the breaking news. Breaking news just a few minutes ago. Let me share the screen real quick. Breaking news a few minutes ago. Joe Burrow out. Joe Burrow's got to have surgery. ESPN sources, Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow will need toe surgery that will sideline him a minimum of 3 months. Not good for Joe Burrow. This is, it sucks, you know? Injuries suck in football. Right? There's no other way around it. Injuries freaking suck, and it's the great equalizer in this game that we play. You know, we're trying to figure out fantasy results week in and week out. People are betting. You're excited for your team. And then what looks like normal tackle, you know, kind of twist them up a little bit, but a pretty standard tackle. No one got blasted. No big hit like that. And boom, he's out for 3 months. Now, Cincinnati did pull off the victory yesterday, and we'll get to that game and what this means for the Bengals. But just really unfortunate for Joe Burrow. I'm looking at the chat to see what people are. Yeah, it sucks, right? Injuries. The great X factor. We could spend all the time doing this and that, tools, data, all of that shit. And then at the end of the day, football is going to football. And it footballed for Joe Burrow. And it's just unfortunate for a quarterback who he's gotten banged up throughout his career. He's excellent when he's on the field and he's playing ball. Joe Burrow, toe injury, out a minimum. And I think that's the operative word right here. A minimum of 3 months for Joe Burrow. So this is pretty much nukes his season, pretty much nukes. I don't want to say it destroys Cincinnati's chances. They're 2-0 right now. I know Browning came in and launched 3 picks, but they got the job done against the Jaguars. Pretty bad loss for Jacksonville. We'll get to that a little bit later. But how are we feeling about Burrow? How are we feeling about Burrow now? Jorge said lost Joe Burrow in a 2 QB league, so it's Daniels and now Flacco and Darnold. I'll have to draft another one in 2028. And this pretty much just kills this 2025 season. And there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to take the information, process it, and move forward. As a fan of the Cincinnati Bengals, I feel for them because they have started off 2-0, and to lose a top 5 quarterback in the NFL in this way, it stinks to start the season. But we talk about this stuff every year. On average, I believe it's 60 plus quarterbacks start NFL games during a season because of attrition, because of injury. And we're dealing with a couple of players who are banged up going into Monday Night Football tonight, the big one being Brock Bowers, who looks like he's going to play, but a little bit limited with the knee injury. No detail on exactly what it was yet, or maybe I missed that, but Pete Carroll said he looked good in practice. He's wearing the sleeve. His sleeve was on the opposite knee that was assumed to be injured, but a lot of people thinking Brock Bowers is not going to be 100% tonight. 100%, 80%, 90% of Brock Bowers, you're in my lineup and you're getting played. So I'm rocking with Brock Bowers regardless. Just have to keep an eye on that and monitor that situation. So once again, no Jay Rich on the show today. It's Solo Ray. We're going through everything. Week 2, instant reactions. I put a piece out on Yahoo late last night after the Sunday Night Football game, just talking through some of the things that really stuck out to me in week 1. And I think the big one that we're going to get started with, and yes, my boys got it done. And I'm not proud of how the defense played, but if you had a piece of the offense from the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys game, my goodness. I mean, 34-40, overtime victory. This is the game where it looked like you saw Malik Nabers do to Steph Curry from the Olympics the night after the long touchdown pass with less than a minute to go. Almost 1,000 yards of offense in this game. 1,000 yards of offense damn near between these two teams, the Giants and the Cowboys. And I'm going to just hit y'all with some of the box score numbers. If you have Russell Wilson, 450 damn yards, man. 450 damn yards from Russell Wilson, and he completed 73% of his passes. He completed 73% of his passes, but the quarterback on the other side of the ball also completed 73%. It was just no defense being played. Zero. They bent over, spread cheeks, and said, come get it. You can have all of us, right? Any way you want me. That's what the defense said on both sides of the ball. We were pumping up the damn Giants defensive line. They didn't do a damn thing. Abdul Carter, Brian Burns, get the Dak. Dak spins out of it. 361 yards from Dakota Prescott. This was a game. 800 combined passing yards in this game. The running backs, let's just stick with the QBs right now because I thought the Giants in this one, I know you're trying to get Jackson Dart on the field. Just stop doing that shit, man. This isn't college day ball. Like, don't do that. Especially that they were putting Dart in late. We're going to try to trick the defense late by putting Jackson Dart in there, who is mobile. Dart can run. We like Jackson Dart. But at that juncture of the game, what are you doing? Hey, Russell Wilson bailed out Brian Daboll when he threw the touchdown pass to Wan'Dale Robinson when he was pulling that shit in the fourth quarter. Like, what are we doing? Just stop. Let Russ do his thing. Awful interception late in the game, but the Giants aren't here without Russell Wilson in this position. 450 yards. I don't care what you say about the old man. He cooked in this game. He absolutely shredded the Dallas defense. Other side, Dak, 38 for 52, 361 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick from Dak, 73% completion percentage. The big takeaway in this game, let's start with the running backs because the running back who got the first touch of the game, and it was his only touch. So it didn't do much, and there's not much to take away from this back, but the first touch of the game for the Giants went to Devin Singletary. Started at running back. He got the first carry of the game, got the first touch. That was all he did, too. Hey, 1 4-yard run, get the hell out of here. We don't need to see you anymore. It was Cam Scataboo, man. It was Scat Pack. Scat Pack had 45 yards, 1 TD, and I know you're going to look at the final box score numbers, 11 for 45. It wasn't really good. How the hell you pumping up Scataboo, Ray? 11 for 45, not much. But he looked good. He ran hard. He was very physical in the game. I thought Scataboo played. I thought he played well enough to where I wouldn't be shocked to see 4-4 as the starting running back next week. It would not shock me. Tyrone Tracy, 5 for 15, 3 yards a carry. It might be over for Tracy already. It just might be over for Tyrone Tracy as the team's primary running back before the damn thing even started. Javonte Williams, though, man. Read my column. I talked about it. My bold prediction on the week over at Yahoo was Javonte Williams would once again finish as a top 10 running back, and right now, my man is top 5. 4 overall, I believe in half PPR scoring. Javonte Williams once again dominated the backfield touches in Dallas. He was the bell cow, 18 for 97, 1 touchdown on the ground. Beautiful run, 30 yards, average 5 yards. This looks like the Javonte Williams we were getting out of North Carolina when he came out in 2021? Is he 2021 class? This felt like the Javonte Williams we were getting when he was coming out of North Carolina. And he gave you 6 receptions for 33 yards. So overall, from a rushing standpoint, I know Miles Sanders vultured that touchdown. He's going to get 5 to 6 touches a game. You just got to deal with that shit, right? You just got to deal with it. Javonte Williams looked outstanding. And I also thought Cam Scataboo, I got to give him credit. He looked really good in this matchup. But the pass catchers, my goodness. The Giants, man. Malik Nabers and Wan'Dale Robinson went apeshit. Them two, Leak was looking. He said he just got rest and B-face. That's what he said. He said, hey, I wasn't upset. I don't believe Leak. I texted him and said, I didn't believe you. When you said that you weren't upset and you just had rest and bitch face, I said, I don't believe you, Malik. I texted him that after the game. But he went and produced, man. 13 targets, 9 receptions, $167, and 2 of them things. 2 of them from Malik Nabers in this game. But Wan'Dale Robinson said, I'm here too. And we knew he was kind of a PPR machine, PPR monster, but he was getting the downfield work in this matchup. Wan'Dale, 10 targets, 8 receptions, 142, and a touchdown. I believe he converted all of his 20-plus yard air yard attempt throws from Russell Wilson in this game. Incredible. Hell, if you had to, for some strange reason, start Darius Slayton, you got 8 points out of him because he had a long catch and run, 2 for 61 in this matchup. Once again, Theo Johnson looking like not good tight end, late round tight end. Theo Johnson, not that great. And on the other side of the ball, CeeDee Lamb continues to do CeeDee Lamb things, back-to-back 100-yard games for CeeDee. Jake Ferguson was the big winner in this one. Dak Prescott targeted him early and often, 12 targets, 9 for 78 for Big Ferg. And then George Pickens, your NFL leader in end zone targets, finally converted one. He had like 2 chances in this one, couldn't bring him down. If you got fantasy points per interception, George Pickens would be the 101. I mean, per pass interference calls, he'd be 101. He's drawn a PI or 2 every single game. All games this season, both games, pass interference drawn by George Pickens, but he converted. He had 9 targets in this matchup, 5 for 61 and a touchdown. So GP finally got it going. Kevontae Turpin got a little bit banged up, but this was a dope game. If you watched it, it was entertaining, it was fun, and it was high-scoring affair. It was the complete 180 of what we got on Sunday Night Football between the Falcons and the Vikings, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But this game was friggin' fantastic. Awesome game right here between the Cowboys and the Giants. Let's see. At least, Patrick said at least Theo Johnson outscored Sam Laporta and Mark. Hey, don't get me started on Andrews. Patrick, don't get me started on Mark Andrews. Not right now. Not right now. We will talk about Baltimore here in a minute. I'm on NFL Pro. They got some really good insights right here. The Cowboys defense is just so bad. They played zone coverage on 43 of Russell Wilson's 45 dropbacks. This is a team that in week 1, no man coverage. They just zone coverage. I'm going to let you have it. Fire up any and all offenses versus damn Dallas defense. Any and all versus this Dallas defense and then the Giants defense. Giants defense recorded 2 sacks, an interception, and allowed 51 yards across 12 plays. Brian Burns, Abdul Carter, and Kayvon Thibodeau were on the field together through the first 3 quarters of play. So, maybe they need to get them guys on the field a little bit more together. I saw a stat that all 4 of those defensive linemen, Lawrence, Thibodeau, Carter, and Burns, all don't play at the same time because a little too light in the ass to have 3 defensive ends out there with just Dexter Lawrence manning the middle. CeeDee Lamb and Pickens. CeeDee Lamb, Pickens, and Ferg. That's the offense, right? That's the offense. Leave me alone with Jalen Tolbert. There's nobody else. It's Pickens. It's Lamb. It's probably Lamb, Ferg, and then Pickens in that order. So thinking about what Pickens can be long term, I was very high on GP. I was like, he's a top 20 guy. He's at least through 2 weeks. He scores a touchdown in week 1. You feel a little bit better. He is top 20 on the week right here. And I think that's about where he's going to be. He's going to be in that wide receiver 2 range, 20 to 24, hopefully a little bit higher as the chemistry gets together with he and Dak as we move forward. But I feel really good about Prescott. He played well in week 1, and then it finally materialized and translated to fantasy points here in week 2. And then Russell Wilson should have his job for at least another week. Who do they have next? The Chiefs, the Chargers, the Saints, and the Eagles. We'll talk about all those teams today. I actually want to get to Kansas City. So let me check the chat. I got the people in the building. It's me, solo, so we could talk about it. Lamb, Javonte, then the rest. That's what Jimbo said. Nah, man, it can't be that because they throw too much. They're gonna throw the ball. The defense is so bad. They're gonna have these negative game scripts. Like, this defense ain't stopping nobody. Dak is one of the quarterbacks where they will let him launch that bitch 50 times. Like, if they need to do it, he will throw the ball a whole bunch, and that's with Williams running it 18 times. Dak had to move around a little bit in this one. I think this is an offense that you could just grab stabs of. It's obviously Javonte Williams in the backfield. CeeDee, Ferg, and George Pickens are all going to be viable on a week-to-week. They just there's too much going on for them not to. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's too much offensive goodness and bad defense for that offense not to really produce for us. So I feel good about Dallas. Great game. The boys got it done. Let's talk about the Super Bowl rematch. Everybody was excited for this one. The Super Bowl rematch, Kansas City and Philadelphia. Philly won 20-17 in this matchup. Man, there's I don't know. I don't know what it is. They're 2-0, so we're not going to take that away from them. They're 2-0, undefeated on the season. And Kansas City, 0-2. I believe this is the first time Mahomes has gone 0-2 since high school or sometime early college. He just has not started off 0-2, 2 straight losses. Let's start with Kansas City. Philly won the game, but I do want to start with Kansas City. I think there are big-time problems in KC. I talked about this on the show. Y'all don't believe me? Go rewind the tape. I thought a lot of Hollywood Brown's production was just necessity of the game plan got wrecked on a Friday night. We game plan for Worthy to be out there. He gets out, so we just got to throw the ball to Hollywood Brown every single time. But I was like, pump the brakes a little bit. I'm not sure that he's some 16-target guy week in and week out. We did a confidence meter about the other pass catchers. Who do you trust? Jay Rich was like Kelsey. Kelsey led the team in targets. He had 6 of them things, but, couldn't score the touchdown, and that was on him. Catch the damn ball. Catch the damn ball, Travis Kelce. But the bigger problem with this Kansas City Chiefs team, and damn it, y'all, I've said this shit for years. This team has not looked the same without a running game. They need a running game. And right now, the leading rusher for the Kansas City Chiefs is Patrick Mahomes. 2 weeks in, Patrick Mahomes, I believe, has 127 rushing yards on the season, and no other Chiefs running back has over 47 yards. One more time. Patrick Mahomes, 2 weeks, not Lamar, not Josh Allen, not Jaden Daniels, not Jalen Hurts, not Anthony Richardson. Patrick Mahomes leads his team in rushing 2 weeks in. No other running back has eclipsed 47 damn yards. You're not going to win like that. You're not going to win with Mahomes having to scramble around, put his shoulder down, play running back, try to throw the ball to nobody outside. This is bad. I am concerned about this Chiefs offense. You can say I'm overreacting. Ray, you're overreacting. I ain't overreacting to shit. They're 0-2 and their offense looks terrible. Mahomes, 16 for 29, 187, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 55% completion percentage. Patrick Mahomes, 55% completion percentage. Throwing the ball to Tyquan Thornton, Nico, Parmesan or Reggiano, whatever his name is, Juju Smith-Schuster. Everybody pumping up that Brashard Smith. Man, this is bad. Bad. B-A-D, capital B-A-D. Joe says she ain't worried. She's not worried. I am worried. I'm very much worried. Sold Pacheco for any third and totally happy with that. They need to feed Hunt so he could fumble and run slow. And Kareem Hunt's a 2-yard per carry guy too, Keegan. This is, you know what this is, man? It's like even Batman and Superman needed help. Up against the right foe, the right villain, they even needed help. And Patrick Mahomes has been Superman for so long and this great floor-raising, elevating type quarterback that I feel they just kind of just, oh, he can overcome the deficiencies around him. But we're talking about guys that were cast-offs, right? Tyquan Thornton, great story, had a touchdown, 2 for 59, missed it. They couldn't connect on a couple of other ones, but like that's what he's working with. Kelsey, 4 for 61. He didn't bust for you, but man, he doesn't look, it's not the same Travis Kelce that we're accustomed to seeing when he was a 1,500-yard receiver. Hollywood Brown, 5 for 30, just absolutely shit the bed. If you were counting on him to do something, did nothing for you. They have no running game. Feed Hunt doesn't matter. Feed Pacheco doesn't matter. Stop with this. 2 tough defenses. Are you not watching how the offense is operating? Rice and Worthy coming back. Yeah, Chiefs make a trade for Kamara or another back. They need a running back. They need somebody. They need somebody to run the damn ball. Stanley, I'm with you, right? I'm with you. This dude has been the Chiefs, the Tom Brady approach with his contract, and they still can't get him a running game. I see it. Taylor, you watching like me, right? No running game. How do you expect him to win? Chiefs eyeing Breece Hall and Kenneth Walker. They should go get Hill, go get Ken Walker. The way Ken Walker looked, you think, Seattle, I mean, what was it? Charbonnet, 15 for 10 yards, 15 carries for 10 yards for Sharbs. Is that negative yards per run? How does that even happen? Seattle, maybe they need to make a move. Why haven't they traded for a receiver? Because they say Xavier Worthy's coming back this week. Reports and the rumors are X Worthy is coming back this week, so that should open it up. And despite all of that, I'm slamming Kansas City, not because I don't like Kansas City, but because they're not putting, just what they're doing right now isn't conducive for winning consistently. They were still in this game. The defense is doing everything they can because on the other side of the ball, Hurts barely had 100 yards. 15 for 22, low volume, low everything. Saquon, 22 totes, 88 yards. I'm not sure. Quote, correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Isn't that around what he had in the Super Bowl? Like 88 yards rushing? I think that's damn near what he had in the Super Bowl, 88 yards running. Smitty, 4 for 53, got banged up on a play, but came back and he's okay. A.J. Brown did lead the team in targets. 8 of Jalen Hurts' 22 pass attempts, 6 to Devontae Smith. So it's just those 2 guys in the receiving game. No Dallas Goedert in this matchup, so Grant Calcaterra had to play. Nobody else did a damn thing. Saquon, 2 for 6. They won the game. 2-0. 2-0. All you can do is win and execute against your assignments against the teams you play. But this offense, too, looks pedestrian. 2 weeks in. And I was thinking about this morning. At what point are people going to stop saying it's early? I get it. It's 2 weeks in. But there wasn't a lot to feel good about on that side of the ball. And if you have A.J. Brown right now, you do not feel good. If you have Devontae Smith, everybody out there, you started both of them in fantasy. You started A.J. Brown and you started Devontae Smith. And now you're going to lose. And you probably started J.J. McCarthy and you're going to lose again. How we feel? How are we not concerned about what the Chiefs have put around Mahomes' offense? This offense stinks. I don't care how you and it ain't Mahomes' fault. But the players around him are not good. Thornton, Hollywood Brown, Remigio, Juju Smith-Schuster. Come on. Kareem Hunt, Isaiah Pacheco. Come on. Talk to me, chat. Same story every year. New OC, slow start. Talking about the Philadelphia Eagles. Hurts is the nonchalant king. He won't do anything he doesn't have to. Hurts literally, here's some comments. It's from Dylan. Hurts literally can't drop back and be a passer. He's terrible. Sitting Brown until this changes. Send Ramondre to KC. Ramondre looked good. We got to talk about Jay Rich's Patriots here in a minute. About to play Odunze over A.J. Brown. Talk to me, Jimbo. So did you start A.J. Brown over Odunze this week? How many of y'all jammed that A.J. Brown in the lineup? Everybody, right? We told y'all to. Poo-Poo Smith-Schuster. If the Bears are selling, Chiefs trade for DJ Moore. The receivers aren't good, but I really think the issue is the running game. I really, when the only threat, Pacheco had 10 for 22, y'all. 10 for 22. 10 for 22. Kareem Hunt, feed him. So you can go get you 3.9 an attempt. 8 for 31. I guess that's better than what Pacheco did. And no, Brashard Smith. Is D-Bro in the chat? Where's D-Bro at? I haven't seen D-Bro. He was here bright and early last week. He was here bright and early last week for that JJ McCarthy take. Where's his ass at today? Where's he at? D-Bro. It ain't Brashard Smith, and I love him. I love him. Why wouldn't playing against top defenses matter? I'm not saying it doesn't matter, but to sit back and look at what they've done offensively, they can't run the ball. The receivers are not good. We can agree to disagree on that one, but this is bigger than just all they're playing against. There's no defense. There's no unstoppable, like this idea that these are unstoppable defenses, right? This ain't the 2000 Ravens. Even the great Denver Broncos went out there and had Daniel Jones dice him up for 360, 316, and JT get 161. Go execute. Like this offense is the name of the game. I believe this week there was a record for points, like the most points scored galore. This idea that these offenses can't do anything against these defenses. You know why you can't move the ball against certain defenses? Because you got Kareem Hunt and Pacheco running the ball. Because you got Tyquan Thornton and Nico Remigio as your receivers. That makes a defense look exponentially better than having good playmakers around that can actually do stuff. Now, I'm not scared of no damn defense in football. If your offense sucks and you don't have the playmakers to go get it, any defense is going to look great. Phillies 2-0, Chiefs 0-2. Next game, where we going? Where we going? I think we got to go Cincinnati. So we're going to go Cincinnati. Bengals won 31-27. Talked about it at the top of the show. Joe Burrow out. Jake Browning in. Burrow, surgery, 3 months minimum. Not good. Really sucks. Injuries suck. Play bad, I'm going to talk shit all day. You play bad, you drop passes, you do stuff like that. Injuries, we're never going to celebrate that. Cincinnati is 2-0 on the young season. Jacksonville loses their first one. They're 1-1. Jake Browning came in relief off the bench, probably little to no practice. Hurled 3 interceptions, but he also tossed the ball 32 times, 21 completion, 65.5% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns on the day. And without Joe Burrow, it was no problem for Jamar Chase. Absolutely feasted. 16 targets, 14 receptions, $165, and a touchdown. I mean, he was flawless. You can't say anything other than he is him. He is the best wide receiver in the NFL. He is the best wide receiver in the NFL. And without Joe Burrow, do I expect this offense to be as efficient? Do I expect every week, T. Higgins, 3 catches. The long one really broke it for him, 42 yards. Had 56 total yards. This was, hey, I'm Jake Brown, and I know where Uno is. And I'm throwing the Uno every time. And he did that. Chase Brown was fed. I think in this day in the NFL, anything over 15 carries is being fed. 16 for 47 for Chase Brown. So he did not produce for you from a fantasy perspective like he did last week. He did nothing in the receiving game. It was all Jamar Chase. Tinsley caught the 1 pass for a touchdown. Awesome catch by him, but this was all Jamar Chase. And I do think that without Joe Burrow, it won't be a problem. It's, at least for Jamar, it will be a problem for Cincinnati. But from a fantasy scoring perspective, I think you're still going to be just fine with Jamar Chase. It's just, again, we talked about it at the top. Very unfortunate this injury hit Burrow at this time. Here we are. Other side of the bar, y'all see T-Law tell Liam Cohen, get your ass out of here, man. I'm playing. Get your ass out of here. Cohen, I hit him in the chest. T-Law, get your ass out of here. Shut up. After the game, Trevor was like, hey, he's passionate. You could tell he wanted to say something else. He's like, hey, he's passionate, and it's interesting having that around here, but Trevor didn't like that. Don't be trying to big time me. I'm the quarterback. I'm the golden one. T-Law, baby. He got you fantasy points, but he also was a little, and yes, there were drops, but he still is very volatile. I don't know if I should praise him for how he played or condemn him, because I don't think he played particularly well stretches of that game, but then there were some plays where he was pretty damn good. It's the Trevor Lawrence train. It's the experience. 271, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks, sub 60% completion percentage. BTJ didn't help him out. But the running game is what people were excited to see. Tank Bigsby traded to Philadelphia. Bajul Tootin step up. LaQuinn Allen, more opportunity, and both of those guys did get more opportunity in this game, but it's still Travis Etienne time. 1471 for Etienne. He was involved in the receiving game as well. It was still Travis Etienne time. A touchdown through the air for Etienne and Tootin, not on the ground. Both of the running backs scored receiving touchdowns in this game. Tootin had 8 carries for 42 yards, averaged 5.3 a carry. LaQuinn Allen, 2 carries, 13 yards. Etienne, 5 yards a carry. Running game looks alive and well. Whatever Liam Cohen does to scheme up running backs in space and give them opportunity, it works. It works because this running game, while we may not like the fact, if you're an ETN manager, you don't like the fact that Tootin and Allen got 10 carries, right? Taken away from him a little bit. But, like, they're going to play. And if you had to start Tootin in this one, you wound out, you ended up okay. You ended up fine. He scored a touchdown, 42 yards on the ground, another 32 through the air. Like, you were really good. That's a great play this week if you had the desperation start Tootin. And moving forward, this is going to be a nice 1-2 punch with Etienne and Tootin with a smattering and a sprinkling of LaQuinn Allen, which, if you have him in Dynasty, you got to feel kind of good about that. If they don't pay Etienne, if they let him walk and it's the Tootin and Allen show next year, I could very much see that happening. The passing game was what was interesting. De'Ami Brown, 5 for 57 and a touchdown, also dropped one, clanked right off his hands, catch the damn ball. Brian Thomas Jr., I'm going to give him the sad sounder. I'm going to give him the sad trombone. 12 targets in this one, 4 catches, 49 yards, and drops galore. Whatever illness plagued CeeDee Lamb last week, he passed that shit on to Brian Thomas. I mean, hands, chest, face, didn't matter. He was hot hands hanging from the Little Giants. Y'all remember hot hands? Put the tar on his chest, couldn't get his hands off. Have any of y'all seen Little Giants? Come on, man. Spike, one of the best running backs in football TV history. True power running back in the day. BTJ, you got to catch the ball, man. You got to catch the damn ball. 12 targets, you got to love it. You got to love it. You have to catch the ball. I see people panicking on Brian Thomas Jr. right now. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go that far. Brenton Strange, nothing in this one. T-Law threw the ball 42 times, completed 50% of them. That's what's going to happen. De'Ami Brown catch the ball. Brian Thomas catch the ball. But I wanted to take a minute and talk about T. Hunter. Travis Hunter. He did play more defense. Had a pass breakup, had a pass interference called on him, but he played more defense as the Jacksonville Jaguars said he would. 3 catches, 22 yards on. I don't like it. I said it last week. I don't like it. I do not like it. I don't like it. It just limits what he can do offensively. It limits, Joe, don't you talk about my mama. Don't you talk about my mama. Little Giants reference. It limits Hunter. I want the temperature check from y'all. I want the temperature check. I know he could have had the TD. We had one last week too, Larson, right? How are we feeling if they're going to do this shit where he's going to play this week? They needed him more on the defense. I don't like that, Stanley. I just don't like it. I don't like, and he's doing it, right? I don't think he played bad on the defensive side of the ball. I'm watching the game and I'm like, okay, yeah, that's Travis Hunter. He needs to play. I just don't like it. I don't like it. And financially, We know he can make more as the receiver. Hunter played 38 snaps on defense. Gabriel, thank you for saying it. I thought so too. I was watching him, and I know they're like, oh, it's slower in the NFL, and he'll have more time to rest. He looked gassed. I do not like it. From a fan, I'm not talking about from an NFL perspective. Let's just talk. NFL-wise, he played if they just stick him out there, I think he'll be fine. And Tyson Campbell was getting his ass shredded left and right. So let's put somebody else out there. Man, that one interception, the safety, 42, I thought that was Hunter. I thought Hunter got, I said, oh, shit, he got one. It was 42. I don't like it. I just, from a fantasy perspective, as a Travis Hunter manager, I don't want to have to play this game where, let's see who they play next. Let me see who Jacksonville plays next and predict, are they going to need him on defense? Texans, Niners, Chiefs, Seahawks, Rams. Like in a game, let's just fast forward to the Rams game. In a game in which the Rams will probably score a lot of points, I don't want Hunter running around 40 times on defense in a game that could be high scoring. And you kind of saw it. I know people want to just put blinders on. It doesn't matter. But De'Ami Brown and Parker Washington played well. They both played well. I know De'Ami Brown dropped the ball, but they played well enough to where, all right, well, if we do need Hunter on defense, at least we got these guys. I don't want that. I want him on the offensive side of the ball. From a fantasy perspective, I do not like it. They took him at 2. And Keegan, I agree with you here. Keegan said they took him at 2 for this exact reason. Regardless if people like it or not, this was always going to be the case. I don't disagree. As much as we don't like it, he's going to do it more. How do you react? I'm putting it out there right now. If you can move him for Tetairoa McMillan, if you could trade your Hunter for McMillan, would you do it? I know if I said Ibuka, everybody would say yes. I'm trying to think of some other not so obvious names. If you could turn your Hunter into who's a Jameson Williams, would y'all do that? If you're like, you know what, I don't want to deal with this weekly back and forth volatility. Angel said, did I like anything this week? Yeah, man, there's a lot that I like. We got a lot to get to. Straight up. Somebody said yes. Jimbo saying same, Ray. Whoa, hell is frozen over. No shot, T-Mac owner doing that. Got you. Jay Jackson said, and I'm just throwing some names out there. I'm throwing some names out there. I'm not trying to like say that's the correct cost. Let me go cross positionally. Let me go in a tight end premium. In a tight end premium, would you move your Travis Hunter for, and maybe you got to give a little something. Would you move Hunter for Tucker Kraft in a 1.5? Somebody saying J-Mo over Hunter. Would you trade Hunter for A.J. Brown? No, I'll just ADV. I'll do that. JB said the temperature is lukewarm right now, so probably have to hold. Hunter for Tesla in the first. Oh, no. Zay Flowers. There's a good one, Keegan. Zay over Hunter? Jameson is the definition of all. He is. But here's the thing, Gen X. Here's the thing. I know he's going to be a damn receiver. 2 receptions be damned. He'll be out there. Give me Kraft straight up. I'm throwing names out there. All right, people saying I don't like anything this week. But let's go to another game that was a freaking barn burner. A barn burner. And man, here's my first thought, okay? This is my first thought. Watching the Lions-Bears game. Lions put foot all up and down Chicago's ass. 52-21. Ben Johnson was not a happy man in the postgame presser. Jay Rich missed talking about his boy Ben Johnson. We know how much Jay Rich despises that Ben Johnson. But they put foot in Chicago's ass. 52-21. Okay. Caleb Williams. I'm being very patient here. I'm being very patient. Maybe y'all call me a little bit of a Caleb USC homer. I'm trying not to overreact. It's 2 games where the second half have been pretty bad. These are 2 games from Caleb Williams where they got embarrassed. And I don't care what people say, oh, it's just another game. Listen, you don't want to leave a situation and see that thing flourish and you go down, right? If you've ever been in a relationship and you get out of the relationship and, oh yeah, I wish my ex very well, but you want to, You don't want the X to level up after they get done with your raggedy ass, right? Once they're done with your sorry ass, you don't want your X to level up. You want to be the one that levels up. Ben Johnson left Detroit. He was at the tip top. I mean, he's dating Miss GQ out here, right? And he leaves and he's like, hey, man, I leveled up. I leveled up. And then you go back and you see your ex and you see, damn, man. Shit, man. I didn't quite level up, right? I didn't quite level up. She did, he did, but not me. And that's exactly what happened here. They embarrassed Ben Johnson in the house. That Ben Johnson was so salty, he didn't even call Jared Goff by name in the pressure, their quarterback. Didn't even say his name. Because Jared Goff said, hey, man, you left us, Ben. You left me, and I put up 52 on your ass. Caleb Williams, 207 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, ran the ball for 27 yards. Fantasy-wise, I guess he was fine if you started Caleb Williams. Swift looked good. I know people kind of dogged him out last week. I thought he ran well, quick. They probably need to run him a little bit more. Probably need to run Swift a little bit more. Big takeaway on the Chicago offense, Romo Odunze season is here. I'm not shocked. He's the best receiver they have. I'm not shocked. He's the best receiver that they have. 11 targets, 7 receptions, $128, 2 touchdowns. He's big, he's physical, nice, not Reggie Bush-like, but nice cutback to get in the end zone. Then Caleb Williams finds him. That one play was an Amon-Ra St. Brown play all the way. The second TD looked just like something Ben Johnson has drawn up for Amon-Ra St. Brown for years and years. Romo Odunze season is here. He's awesome. I'm not surprised. I'm not shocked. I'm not even victory lapping it because it was pretty obvious throughout the offseason. It's just 2 games. Got 3 touchdowns through 2 games. He's prioritizing the red zone. He's big. He's a downfield threat. Probably should have had another catch or 2 in this matchup as well. Big loser, Colston Loveland. I mean, no thank you. And it ain't got nothing to do with Colston Loveland. The offense, Caleb, a leopard is not going to change his spots, man. He's going to run around and throw ill-advised throws, and I don't know how it changes. I really don't. This is who he's been, and I believe that's who he's going to be moving forward. On the Detroit side of the ball, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, 5 damn touchdowns from Jared Goff. Y'all dogged him out last show. We had a show. Y'all dogged him out. I don't want that Goff. 5 damn touchdowns. Where's he at on the week? He's got to be a top 5 quarterback. Top 1 quarterback. Gibbs and Monty bought out. Hey, Monty looked fast. Gibbs is great. 11 carries for Gibbs. 12 carries for Gibbs, 11 for Monty. That's your running game. Amon-Ra St. Brown with the trifecta. Hat trick, baby. 3 touchdowns. 9 catches, 115. 3 tutties for Amon-Ra. J-Mo, hey, wasn't a lot going on. But when he got his, he converted. 2 for 108. 2 catches, 108 yards, and a touchdown. And it was almost 2 catches, 120 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He is the definition of volatile. But when J-Mo hits, hey, them endorphins, man, that dopamine, he's not catching a 1-yard slant. It's all or nothing for that J-Mo. All or nothing. And he delivered in a big way on his 4 targets. Jamison Williams got it done if you played him. J-Mo got it done. Gibbs got it done. Monty got it done. Jared Goff. And, of course, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Let me check the chat. Goff in a dome, different than Goff outdoors. Let me see. Monty could have easily had another TD. Yep. Any worries with BTJ? No worries, Travis. He just needs to catch the damn ball. DJ Moore is losing interest. Bears need to move more. I was watching this game, and you know how everybody was praising J.J. McCarthy, his 4th quarter comeback? Like, I'm watching this game, and I'm like, maybe it was just Chicago's defense that was asked. Because last night, let's talk about the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Atlanta and Minnesota in a field goal fest, 22-6. Ugh. Ugh. McCarthy, 11 for 21, 158 yards, no touchdowns, 2 picks, 52% completion percentage. Ran the ball 5 for 25. Aaron Jones got hurt, hamstring. Jordan Mason, probably need to run him a little bit more. I thought he looked fine running the ball. Justin Jefferson, 3 for 81. Jalen Naylor, 3 for 31. Through the first 2 quarters, I believe, again, I'm going to just keep it a buck. And McCarthy is a young quarterback. He's a rookie. He's a rookie quarterback playing. He was awful. He got sacked, 6, 7 times, 3 fumbles, 2 interceptions. The lights were bright on Sunday Night Football. And I know a lot of draft pundits and analysts gave the Falcons shit for trading a first-round pick to go get James Pierce, to pair him up with Jalen Walker. Their draft class? Hey. Pierce, Walker, Billy Bowman, Xavier Watts, they got something on the defensive side of the ball. They can generate pressure now. They still have some guys, Caden Ellis. They could go get after the quarterback and make things difficult for opposing offenses. I like what they did during the draft. I am a big proponent of investing in the trenches. Go invest in the trenches. They did that, and it helps their defense out. And Raheem Morris is a good defensive coach as well. Penix also didn't play well. I'm not just shitting on McCarthy. Penix also didn't play well, but he didn't have to do much. They ran the ball damn near 40 times for 220 yards as a collective team. Bijan is the nastiest open field runner in the NFL. The nastiest open field, make you miss in a phone booth runner in the NFL. He was outstanding. 22 for 143, caught 3 for 25. Tyler Algier had 16 carries, and he scored a touchdown. I want Bijan to get a damn TD. Give him the ball on the goal line. But Bijan was incredible. Pitt started off hot, right? They were using him all around the formation. He started off hot, but Penix was 13 for 21, 135, 61% completion percentage. This was a snooze fest of a game. Snooze fest of a game. London fumbled the damn ball in this one on a big catch. Mooney was back, didn't matter. Brian Flores is still a tough defensive coordinator. And, you got 2 young quarterbacks playing. These are 2 young quarterbacks with less than, 10 career combined starts between the 2, less than 8 career combined starts for the 2. So if you had the kicker, did anybody see the post game where the kicker introduced himself to Leonard Floyd? I ain't even know each other. Who the hell are you? I'm just glad to be here. Don't even know your name. I'm just happy to be in the building. Cool moment at the end of the game. How we feeling about that McCarthy, though? This KOC offense is supposedly QB friendly, and they don't let McCarthy throw. I think they should probably run the ball more. My read on that game is they probably shouldn't let him throw as much as he's been throwing the ball. Yeah, Jones got hurt. Jones hurt his hamstring. I think it was a hamstring injury unless it was something else. But last night they said hamstring. Bijan is the next Natron Means. Stop. Roman Wilson ain't walking through that door. JJ McCarthy. What's the temperature on McCarthy after one game? Give me Lamar in the open field? Nah, give me Bijan. Give me Bijan, Josh. I knew it was some homer talk. Bijan in the open field is nasty. Yeah, Younghoe Koo got benched. Where we at? It's his second start. But the coronation for fourth quarter JJ probably needs to just be reeled in a little bit because real talk, they've played one good quarter of football all season. Other than that, Minnesota has been pedestrian. Algier, the biggest vulture in fantasy. He is a vulture, and he's going to continue to get the ball, whether you like it or not. The same way I don't like Travis Hunter playing defense all the damn time. On week 2, he's going to get the ball. Algier is going to be out there. Yes, they need Christian Darrisaw. I believe they lost an offensive lineman too, right? Yeah. Murs said our O-line has been asked. It's supposed to be a strength. Donovan Jackson, Will Fries. This was supposed to be a strength. Algier, flex worthy. People don't want to hear that, Jason. I don't want to hear it. But you might be right. Especially if they're gonna run the ball like that. People are always waiting for QBs to fail. Pedestrian is a kind way of saying it. Yeah, it's pedestrian. McCarthy, one of 8 good quarters against mid or below teams so far. He's a rookie. He's a rookie. I'm giving him the rookie grace, right? I'm giving him the rookie grace. All right. Minnesota, Atlanta. We're done with that one. I tried to tell y'all 2 years ago. I was not wrong. I was just way too early on Daniel Jones because right now, I truly believe my man is in must-start territory. They have done such a great job of making shit easy for Daniel Jones. I think he's in must-start territory. We will get into that. I need a drink. I'm parched. My lips are getting dry. So I'm going to hit the break. Hit the thumbs up button. Like the stream. We're going to come back. Talk some Daniel Jones and the Indianapolis Colts. Tyler Warren, man. Still continuing to get it done. Appreciate y'all being in the building. I'll be right back after the break. Appreciate everybody being in the building. This is Wake Up with Ray and Jay every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, right here on the channel. I had a lot going on this weekend. My son started his first 9U kid pitch baseball. So I had a tournament on Sunday. We were there all day Sunday. They took second place in the tournament. Shout out to my big dog. And then he also started soccer on Saturday. So the college football week 3 stock edition, stock watch, up, down. That'll come out either later today or tomorrow, so I'm going to record that. But I got y'all covered. Check out the content on DDFFB. Scott Connor and I talking all things Trinity on Tuesdays. Make sure you're a member over there so you can get our analysis on the usage that matters before everybody else, before the public gets it. Go join the Trade and Chill tier over on DDFFB. But content coming from the college football weekend. 2026 QB class. I'm just like, a lot of names. But the game, Cade Klubnik, Garrett Nussmeier, we'll talk about it. Just be tapped in. All right, let's go to the Colts game. We got to talk Colts. So let's pull up. Y'all, 2 weeks in a row, the Colts have gotten my comments on the Bleacher Report app absolutely decimated. I've picked against them versus Miami. I said they had no shot in hell of beating the Denver Broncos. Phantom penalty, maybe not, but they got it done. 29-28 over Denver in this vaunted, heralded defense. Daniel Jones, 67% completion percentage, 316 yards, and a rushing touchdown. Daniel Jones is QB5 on the week right now. Daniel Jones is operating this Shane Steichen offense probably exactly how he envisioned doing this when he came from Philadelphia in 2022. He threw for 16, while Jonathan Taylor had 25 rush attempts for 165 yards. And he still threw for 316. Almost 10 yards an attempt for Daniel Jones in this matchup. Listen. Who do they have next? Let me just go look at who they play next. Before Titans, Rams, Raiders, Cardinals, Chargers, Titans, Steelers. That dumpster fire of a defense, the Falcons. I don't want to say it because I don't want to be wrong. But damn it, how could you not say Daniel Jones he's got to be in must-start territory moving forward. How could you bench him? The offense is humming. They've made this thing as easy as possible for Daniel Jones. And damn it, I told y'all, the big addition The big addition that this Colts team didn't have. An easy button. Shit's getting bad. We need somebody to prioritize. It's big. It's ginormous. Throw it to number 84. Tyler Warren, once again, right there at the top. 7 targets, second on the team to Josh Downs. First in receiving yards, 79. And they continue to give him a rush attempt or 2 a game. Now, he didn't pick up the first down. It's actually 4th down. Give the damn ball to JT. Tyler Warren is here. Tyler Warren has arrived. Tyler Warren is the real damn deal. Warren over Loveland, Warren over Fannin, Warren over Ferguson, Warren over Taylor, Warren over all the damn tight ends in 2021. You don't go out there and catch 100-plus passes in P5 schools if you're not good. And Tyler Warren continues to do it for this offense. Antoine Pierce got down the field as he does. Josh Downs. There were some people on our Yahoo stream with Matt Harmon like, is Downs dead? I'm like, nah, he's not dead. Got 8 targets, led the team 6 for 51, so you got 11 cool points out of him in PPR. If he played, you're fine with that. I want Tyler Warren, 4 for 79. Michael Pittman came back down to earth, 4 for 40. Kind of spread the ball around. Adnan Mitchell got in the action, but Tyler Warren is their offense. If it's not this season, it's next year, but be damned. The offense will flow through 84. The offense will flow through 84. And I'm thinking last night, if Jones leads Indianapolis to a division win, AFC South is not a scary division, right? We'll see what Houston has tonight. We've seen Jacksonville we don't really trust that. If he leads them to a division title, does he get a deal? Does he get a Darnold, Geno Smith? What are the odds on comeback player of the year? Can he win that? Come back from being bad to win that award? Right now, Daniel Jones has been outstanding. They've made it very easy for him. You see, he ain't out there throwing the ball 15 damn yards down the field like they were doing my boy A-Rich. Give him something to eat. Give Richardson. Let me just stop. Ain't even no need to talk about it. It is Daniel Jones moving forward. Bo Nix, awesome in the first half, stank in the second half. 22 for 30, 3 touchdowns. I believe they all came in the first half for Bo Nix. RJ Harvey, nothing. Stank. 5 for 8, nothing. Oh, we're going to get Harvey more involved. We're not going to get him more involved. I'm going to throw the ball to Tyler Batty. Troy Franklin balled out. Marvin Mims scored. Cortland Sutton didn't do a damn thing. 1 for 6. Bo, come on, man. Dobbins scored. Dobbins was good. Bo, come on, Bo. Come on, Bo. Come on, Bo. I'm going to the chat. Come on, Bo. That's all I can say. Come on, Bo. I don't have a lot to take away from this one, except Troy Franklin is sneaky. Troy Franklin is sneaky. You may need to be on your waiver wire pickups, check the leagues. This is why week 1 usage, you got to kind of be cautious with it, but Franklin has been involved both games. Pat Bryant got involved. He didn't do anything in week 1. He got a little involved here, but Troy Franklin is fast. Troy Franklin's got connectivity and got connection with Bo Nix. Broncos 1-1. Dobbins looked good. I thought Dobbins looked good in the game. Got to give him credit. I know RJ Harvey didn't do a damn thing. I thought Dobbins looked well. Let's go to chat. Every game I'm going to chat. Let's go to chat. See what y'all talking about. Bo is fine. Drake May over Bo Nix. That's that Kenny Moore treatment. It's always Dobbins. Always fade insane rookie hype. What's up with Troy Franklin? 4 targets. Yeah. Got to get more from Steve Harvey. I agree with you. McBride tight end 2. Yeah, I'm trying to get to the Warren takes. Let me see what y'all are saying. Warren over McBride at this point. I'm not going there, Weeze. I'm not going Warren over Trey McBeast. I'm not doing it yet. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, but I'm not. If you want to do it in Dynasty, I'm not going to knock you. Streaky Drip. Icebox, the best linebacker in movie history. The Icebox was no joke. You go out there and you put on them size XXX pads with a skirt and go bust heads, you got my respect. But Alvin Mack, if you know, you know. I think Alvin Mack might be the best linebacker in movie history. We can do a would you rather Alvin Mack or Icebox. What was Lawrence Taylor's character's name on Any Given Sunday? I watch ball. Football, movie football, all of it. Alvin Mack, if you know, you know. That's going to go to my vote as the best movie linebacker in cinema history. Kraft or Warren? Where were y'all at? Tyler Kraft or Tyler Warren? Battle of the Tylers. Tyler Kraft or Tyler Warren? It's a good conversation piece. I probably would still take Tyler Warren in that one. Detroit, we've got Miami, New England. We got to do this for Jay Rich. Miami, New England, we got to show some love for my dog Jay Rich. You put Drake May on the thumbnail. The New England Patriots won the game 33-27. Tua's press game conferences, if Percy Harvin were in the locker room, he'd probably punch him in the mouth. I don't like his demeanor. They asked about getting the ball to Tyreek, and Tua's like, hey, I can't throw the ball 80 yards. I'm not going to throw it 80 yards down the field. That ain't within my repertoire, right? You just got to find it. When I floated up there, Tyreek, when I floated up there, Waddle, your job is just to go find. I don't like it, man. And I think it's a hair, too. He just irritates me. He was 26 for 32, 81% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns. Sailed a couple balls. It should have been to Tyreek. I thought he played fine. He's just, man. Just some of his comments, they probably irk some Dolphins as well. Achane in the running game, once again, pedestrian. They can't do anything on the ground running the ball. Nothing. But through the air, Achane was really good. Led the team in targets, 10, 8 for 92, and he scored a touchdown. Stepped out of bounds on another one. I thought he was in. Stepped out of bounds on another one. Tyreek finally got it going. He heard the comments and the quotes about him not having a 30-yard catch in like over a year. He had one in this one. Should have more than 6 for 109. Jalen Waddle did score a touchdown. So from a fantasy perspective, if you had to start Tyreek, Waddle, or Achane, you were totally fine. You were good to go. If you had to plug 2 in, you were good to go. They did their job. Other side of the ball, Drake May, 19 for 23. They dialed that volume back. Remember he threw the ball 50 damn times last week? They said, you ain't doing that this game. We're going to run the ball. I thought Ramondre looked good. They lied to us. Travion Henderson. Stop lying to the people. Oh, we're going to use him more. We're going to get him in space more. Less usage than week 1. 3 carries opposed to what he had week 1. 2 targets. Just lied. They lied to us. Josh McLeyer. Mike Vrabel. Drake May was good. 230 yards. He ran the ball. 10 for 31. Scored a rushing touchdown. Mondre looked good. Mondre led the team. This is how you know, right? Because you're like, Boutte scored. It looked good early. I'm like, hell yeah, Boutte got 1 target. Receivers. Here are the receiving target leaders for New England. Receiving target leaders. Stephon Diggs, 5 targets, 4 catches, 32 yards. He does not look good. Kayshon Boutte, 1 target. Mac Hollins, 2 targets, 1 touchdown. Pop Douglas, 1 target, 1 catch, 8 yards. Ramondre, 5 targets, 5 catches, 88 yards. Austin Hooper, 3 targets, 3 catches, 38 yards. Like that, they won. But offensively, if you didn't have May, if you didn't have Mondre, if you didn't have even Boutte, was that 8 points? It just, fantasy-wise, it wasn't great, you know? Like, they got the dub, they got the job done, but fantasy-wise, it wasn't great. Stanley said Patriots suck. Start them all versus Miami's defense. Worst in the league. Miami's pretty bad, but Dallas is bad too. Uh-oh. I see it. Caleb Johnson will get there. Josh McDaniels, punchable face. Bobby Boucher is probably the best. He's probably the Hall of Fame TV linebacker. Probably. It is probably Bobby Boucher from the Waterboy. Yeah, New England, the receivers didn't do anything. Like nothing. Mac Hollins scored, Boutte scored, or Booty scored. Diggs not settling down in the zone. Patriots got it done. I don't have a lot to take away besides Drake May was fine. Drake May looked good. He delivered for you in fantasy. 3 touchdowns on the day. Absolutely. Let me not be dismissive. For a quarterback that only threw the ball 23 times and had 4 incomplete passes. One of them, Diggs, didn't settle down in the zone like he did. He played very good. He played very good for what he was asked to do. And the Miami Dolphins defense is just bend over and spread them. Spread them and shred them. Cleveland, Baltimore. Derrick Henry. Again, if you would have told me on Friday, Ray, I'm telling you now, the Ravens are going to score 41 points in the game. 41 points, and Derrick Henry is going to have less than 30 yards. Less than 25 total yards. I would have said you're a damn lie. You're out of your mind. There's no way. At his power to bet the mortgage. There's no way. That just does not happen. Well, it happened. 11 carries, 23 yards. They got down to the 1 and went 4 plays, had to kick a field goal, didn't give the ball to Derrick Henry 1 time. I don't know what this was, but this is a blip, not a trend. Henry, this was bad. If you started him, he cost you. This was bad. Now, Lamar, 4 touchdowns. 2 of them to damn Devontae Walker. Nuke Hopkins again, 2 for 64. Shout out to Nuke. Tylan Wallace. Zay Flowers, 11 targets. So it looks like this is the primary, at least from the pass catchers. Bateman and all that hype and steam stunk. Mark Andrews, I asked all of you peoples last week, should we be worried about Andrews? Nah, Ray. He's going to be a part of the offense. I'm not panicked. Another 1 reception game. Dropped an end zone touchdown. It's in his hands. It's in his hands. Secure it. Oh, I got punched out. Catch the damn touchdown. Dude. He's costing folks right now. Because he still had a relatively... You were still paying for Mark Andrews. One bad game. Another drop, Matt. Another drop. Henry Wash, come on, Patty. Come on, man. Stop. Offense just, they couldn't run the ball. Dog, man. Henry stunk it up. Zay's still good. I don't feel good about Hopkins week to week, but he's on the field. He's running routes. Mark Andrews, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. Come on, John. Come on, man. Other side of the ball, though. Dylan Gabriel threw a touchdown pass. Yeah, if you missed that, I said, yes, Dylan Gabriel threw a touchdown pass to the other Dylan Sampson, who didn't do a damn thing outside of that as well. We were told going into the game that Quinshon Judkins would see 15 snaps, 10 snaps. Oh, Ty DeClaire, Mark Scamdrews. Yikes. Quinshon Judkins looked like the best damn running back Cleveland's had since fresh young Nick Chubb. Fire him up. Full-fledged, fire him up moving forward. We talked about it last week. Jerome Ford, not good. He did average 5 yards an attempt. Better performance from Jerome Ford. But it is time for Quinshon. Give a damn about ramp-up period. Not worried about no ramp-up. Get ball, run ball. Quinshon Judkins, it's time. It is time. Harold Fannin and David Njoku, as we alluded to last week, both of them had, 8-9 targets last week. Both had 5 targets this week. Njoku could have had an even bigger day. There were a couple of passes missed for at least one of them down the field missed by Flacco, I think, when he launched a pick. But you got to feel good about your Fannin shares for sure. Said Tillman got a fake touchdown, but we'll take it. Damn it, I'll take it. I'll take it. 2 for 22 in a TD. I will take it. Don't care how you got it. Yeah, Judkins, 4 targets, 3 receptions. Joe, it's time to go. All right? It's time to go. Am I concerned about the Green Bay matchup for Judkins? Sure, but not really. Yes, that's how I got to, Jordan, that's how I got to respond to that. Am I concerned? Green Bay's for real. I mean, they made Jahmyr Gibbs look pedestrian. That is a for real defense, but concerned, but I'm playing him. He's the best running back that they got. The bigger question for y'all out there is, when is it going to be Dylan Gabriel time? Huh? Flacco, man. This dude's not good. He wasn't good last year. We knew that. He's not leading them anywhere this year. They're 0-2. They're 0-2 right now. When is it going to be Gabriel time? Because it's coming. And I'm not saying he's going to be any better than Joe Flacco, former Super Bowl champ. He's just not good. He's old. He's old, and he's fine to get the ball to where it needs to go. But like, this is an uninspiring offense the Cleveland Browns are rolling out every week. Big takeaway, Quinshawn is going to be the guy. I want to see how Sampson works in that late touchdown. I mean, it was a dime, right? It wasn't like it was a schemed open wide play. Like Gabriel found him. Back corner of the end zone, good catch. Jerry Jeudy, 8 targets, got you nothing, 4 for 51. Didn't completely bust for you, but he's borderline flex-worthy guy. Quinshawn Judkins is the big takeaway in this one. Judkins, Flowers, and I'm telling you, I'm not starting no damn Mark Andrews. He can go ballistic next week. It just doesn't feel like he's a part of the offense. It just does not feel like Baltimore is prioritizing him as a part of this offense in the ways that we saw Mark Andrews move, years ago. They're probably waiting for damn Isaiah Likely to get back. Probably waiting for that Likely to get back. I can't do it. I cannot recommend it. I won't do it. I'm leaving Mark Andrews parked moving forward. Leaving him parked moving forward. Where do we go now? Buffalo Jets. This will be a quick one. Jets stunk. Jets shit the bed. And I know a lot of people out there, that GQ, dog that Fields going into the season, dog that Garrett Wilson. And I know people are going to be like, well, Fields got hurt. It was like the third quarter he got a concussion, right? He was stank going into halftime. I think he had 2 completions for like 17 yards going into halftime. Josh Allen got his face bashed. I think it was his nose. He didn't have to do much. No damn touchdowns. 30-10 win. James Cook, monster. James Cook just looked great. Just looked phenomenal. There's not a lot to take away. I don't know what the diagnosis is on Fields. Was he confirmed concussed? Is he going to be back this week? Who the Jets play next week? Let's see if we're going to feel good about him. Tampa Bay? Maybe a little difficult, right? Miami should be fine for Fields. Dallas should be fine for Fields. Denver, Carolina, Cincinnati. I mean, the schedule is favorable for the Jets. Like, this isn't anything to be overly scared about. I'm 10 toes down. I just don't think he's that good of a quarterback. He can score you fantasy points, but on a week-to-week basis, I'm not counting on him to support anybody. Breece Hall didn't do a damn thing. Braylon Allen didn't do shit. Garrett Wilson, 8 targets, 4 catches, 50 yards. So down to earth a little bit for Garrett Wilson. And the reality is, we'll see. We'll see what happens with Fields on the other side of the ball. I talked about it in the Yahoo article. Pump the brakes on that Keon Coleman. 3 for 26 for Coleman. 3 targets. They didn't need him much in this one. Kincaid had 6 targets. Palmer had 3. Doesn't it feel like Buffalo's offense is just it's going to be Allen, Cook, and whomever we feel like throwing to this week. Allen, no doubt, gets his. James Cook, they paid him, and they said, you're a bell cow. You're going to run the rock as much as humanly possible. Ray Davis also played in this one, 9 carries. They didn't need anybody. They put the backups in this game, but there's not a lot to really take away from the Buffalo Jets game. Seattle-Pittsburgh, quickly, Caleb Johnson. Dude, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? If you didn't see the play, I don't know what level you don't just go get the ball on a kick return. Like, go get the ball down it. This isn't college, dude. What are you doing? He didn't cost Pittsburgh, but he cost Pittsburgh. That was a big-time momentum shift in the game, and it's probably going to be a lot of Warren and Kenneth Gainwell for the foreseeable future, and until Caleb Johnson can figure it out. But yeah, pretty awful play. Pittsburgh looks pretty bad, honestly. Aaron Rodgers, his 4 touchdown performance last week, 2 picks, came crashing back down to earth. 2 picks. DK scored but didn't do much. Calvin Austin, 1 catch. Freiermuth, big wash, scored a touchdown. Big wash, right? Or he caught one, they called it back, was a 2-point conversion. Yeah, this is, I don't know what to say. Aaron Rodgers in Pittsburgh, and the defense is the big problem. It's supposed to be a damn good defense. Jalen Ramsey was getting barbecue chicken trying to guard Jackson Smith and Jigba. Barbecue chicken. Ramsey out there, upset, trailing behind, giving up touchdowns. Barbecue chicken. This defense has been pretty damn bad. It's got to be one of the worst. It's been bad. This Pittsburgh's defense has been bad. Tomlin and Hayward and Watt and Ramsey and all their other players, it's been bad. Sam Darnold was out there 300 yards. 2 touchdowns for Darnold. JSN looks incredible. Vintage Cooper Kupp got in the action this week. Torrey Horton scored a touchdown. And K9 balled out 13 for 105. I don't really have a lot to say about Pittsburgh. They didn't play well. They did not play well. The Rams and the Titans, Matthew Stafford got his guys going. Puka Nacua, I'm watching. I'm seeing him run through tackles. I'm like, damn, how the hell did he score from there? It was a handoff. 1 carry, 45 yards, the most explosive damn play the Rams have probably had in 3 years. Came from Puka Nacua out of the backfield. 45-yard touchdown, and then that was to go with 8 catches for 91 yards. Rest of season, would you rather Puka Nacua or who's another top guy? Puka Nacua or Justin Jefferson? Rest of the season. We're going elites here. Puka Nacua or Justin Jefferson rest of the season? Where y'all at? I'm not answering. I'm not moving on until y'all answer the question. Puka Nacua or Jets rest of the season? Told my wife this was one of the worst defenses I've seen in general, not even just Steelers-wise. AJ is saying that, and he is a Steeler fan. Is Kyron okay? Corum had a big line. I thought Kyron was fine. He had 17 carries, 66 yards. Did he get banged up? I thought Corum was just playing late because the game, Tennessee didn't pose a real threat. Jason said Puka. Dill said Puka. Puka is wide receiver 1. 13 targets for Adams. We'll get to Adams in a minute. Puka at cost. A lot of people missed on Ibuka. I got him at number 10 and loving it. Everybody has said Puka over Jefferson. We're not saying that Jefferson. JJ has had a rough start. We're looking at the offenses and the environments. Puka or Puka or Nico. Everyone's going to say Puka. Puka or CeeDee. We got one Justin Jefferson. Puka or CeeDee rest of season. Puka or Lamb. Sean says Nabers, Puka, Chase, Lamb, Jefferson. That's the 5. That's from Sean. Sean 8. Shout out to Sean. Appreciate you, man. Nabers, Puka, Chase, Lamb, Jefferson. Is that the right 5? Billy says Puka, and it's not even close. Okay, we've got some Lambs. Puka's the most consistent. Jefferson is better. Puka, because J.J. McCarthy is buns. CeeDee, okay. The CeeDee votes are coming in. It's split. If I ran a poll, it'd be split. Amon-Ra got to be top 5. I think everybody would take, I don't want to speak for everybody, I think most of the chat would take Puka over Amon-Ra. Even with the 3 big ones, I think people would take Puka over Amon-Ra. Nico bounce back? See tonight. Fizzle, shout out to Fizzle. Fizzle saying CeeDee Puka Nabers. CeeDee Puka Nabers. That's going to be an interesting one. Yes, Davante Adams, 13 targets, 6 for 106, and he scored a touchdown. Felt like they wanted to get him going in this one. Tennessee didn't pose a real threat. It was close early. Cam Ward, 19 for 33, 155, touchdown to Elik Amon-Ra, 4 for 56, and a touchdown. Calvin Ridley, he's got to be one of the most disappointing middle to later round. He wasn't late round, but mid-round receivers. You know that range, the Sutton, the Olave, the Godwin, the Ridley range. We were very excited, man. Calvin Ridley's just going to get fed, and that's all they've got. They really just said, we're going to run the ball. Tony Pollard had a good game. Dropped one, fumbled one, I believe, in this one. Could have been a bit bigger. 92 yards on the ground. Cam Ward probably made the throw of the weekend. Ill-advised. If somebody said, I saw that they were talking on SportsCenter. They said, don't let Caleb Williams see that Cam Ward play. Don't let Caleb see that Cam Ward play. He is running cross field, throws back across the body, and it was a perfect throw. The airman are in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Just an ill-advised throw that just shows the arrogance of his arm. It's just going to be a slow burn for Cam Ward. This Tennessee team's not very good. They don't have the offensive firepower. Van Jefferson, Tyler Lockett, just yuck, 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 yuck. Get Cam Ward some weapons. Draft Jordan Tyson would be nice. Get Jordan Tyson out of Arizona State with Cam Ward next year. Jordan Tyson to Tennessee. Let's start the campaign. San Francisco, New Orleans. This was surprisingly good. And I think that the 49ers will be okay with Mac Jones. There's a lot of I said it 5 years ago when they made the trade. Said this was Kyle Shanahan's guy. They moved up to 3 for Mac Jones, but Eric Crocker, shout out to my dog Crocker, they bullied him into taking Trey Lance. We can't take Mac Jones. Mac Jones got his opportunity with Kyle Shanahan, tossed 3 touchdown passes, 280 yards. If you picked him up off waivers, which I did, I played him, you got the points. CMC and B-Rob ran the ball, 13 carries to 6 for Bijan Robinson. McCaffrey, 7 targets, 52, and a beautiful pass from Jones for the touchdown, so McCaffrey was great. Ricky Pearsall not really assuming this wide receiver 1 role that we thought because Juwan Jennings was on the field. Injuries be damned. 10 targets, 5 catches, 89 yards, and a touchdown. He won't practice all week. He'll be a game-time decision, and he'll be out there. Kendrick Bourne got in the action, 3 for 32 for Bourne. Luke Fackrell, the tight end, to get in the end zone in the absence of George Kittle. I thought San Francisco played a fine game. I thought they played a fine offensive game, and with Mac Jones, it didn't look like the offense missed much of a beat. Other side, Spencer Rattler. Tyler who? Tyler Shuck? No. Spencer Rattler, 207, 3 touchdowns. Saints lost 0-2. Rattler completed 74% of his passes. Kamara fed on the ground, 21 for 99. Weird shoulder, fumble, catch, reception. It is what it is. He caught the ball 6 times, though, so PPR-wise, Kamara was fine, didn't get in the end zone. Shaheed scored. Juwan Johnson, sleeper tight end, continues to do sleeper tight end things. Second in the team in targets, 9 targets, 5 for 49 for Juwan Johnson. Must start territory, Juwan Johnson. You got to start him moving forward. We'll see how things play out with the Saints. It was Kamara, Chris Olave. It just feels like his stat line, like 6 for 50, and you're hoping he gets in the end zone. All right, last game that we got to talk through. Another just wild one because Carolina was out of it. Fourth quarter, like Arizona was coasting to victory, and somehow they let Bryce Young garbage his way to a respectable fantasy finish. If you didn't watch this game and you just woke up and you saw Bryce Young was 35 for 55, 328 yards, 3 touchdowns, you're like, damn, Bryce was cooking. Not really. I don't know what the hell Arizona was doing everything they could to lose this game. Bryce Young put up points, but he didn't look good. He did not look good. McMillan, 10 targets, 6 receptions, 100 yards, got hawked down. A little more juice, and he probably could have scored, had a bigger fantasy day. Hunter Renfrow, 2 damn touchdowns for Hunter Renfrow. Every hit, he looks like he's just going off the field. Just a car crash collision every hit. Chuba Hubbard scored 5 for 39 and 1 through the air. Nothing on the ground. They couldn't run the ball at all versus Arizona. Other side of the ball, we're excited for Trey Benson. Didn't do anything on the ground, but he was involved in the receiving game with 6 targets, which were second on the team. 6 targets. Trey McBride. See, this is the thing. I'm not taking no damn Warren over McBride. 7 targets from McBride, led the team again. 6 catches, 78 yards. I said that I wasn't worried about Marvin Harrison Jr., and he was awful. 2 for 27 for Marv. Like, who is he? Real talk, would you rather Marv or McMillan? Is Marv really just going to be just a guy? Is he really going to be, I mean, you look at that 24 receiving class, would you rather have Romo Odunze or Marvin Harrison right now? Brian Thomas or Marvin Harrison? Ladd McConkey or Marvin Harrison? We know you're taking Malik Nabers. over Marv. If we did the 2024, re-rank the 2024 wide receivers, where would he even be? Would you rather take Xavier Worthy or Marvin Harrison right now? And this is, I don't know, man. I feel like it can't be this bad. Is that just blind hopium? Am I out of touch with reality? Joe saying Marv is fine, but he's just not a superstar. Joe, that's not what I want to hear, Joe. Joe, I want a superstar. I want the guy that everyone said was generational. I want the number 4 overall pick in the draft. I don't want just fine. Is that what he is? Does anybody, I'm truly asking, I'm not God's gift to football. I don't know every damn thing. Is there something that I'm missing when I'm watching him that you see that you're like, yo, Ray, be easy, baby. Marv is fine. It's Kyler. It's the offense. It's the OC. That, at least hater mate, Kyler ain't. Is there something I'm not seeing that you're watching and you're like, it's there? It's there. We just haven't gotten it yet. They're not going to get him a new QB. Y'all, everyone's saying it's Kyler. They're not. Kyler's like there for the next 2 years, right? Larry, it's going to be Kyler. Marv is T-Law. Come on, Blake. Is this a Garrett Wilson hindered by QB situation? At least Garrett Wilson earned 156 targets a season. He was out. He's 5. He ain't it for ball. I done been out since February. That's JR Enterprise. Stanley says the QB. More than anything, it's the offense. What is it? We got to stop with the generational tag because they carry some legendary names. Same with Arch. He needs some dog in him. 85% Kyler. Changed my mind. Stanley said no, he's gone after this season. Kyler isn't an issue for Trey. AJ said he ain't an issue for Trey McBride. Dill says, I do not want Marv at all, in caps. JT said, my takeaway from this one is I would be very mindful, especially if y'all use the Trinity. This is where context is key. I would be mindful on when you wake up on Tuesday after the games conclude tonight, you're looking on Wednesday and Thursday, and you go refer to the stat line. I would just be mindful. The one that felt real was McMillan, right? He was doing stuff prior to the comeback efforts. I just wouldn't look at Sanders and Renfrow and be like, oh, these are high target guys week in and week out. Bryce threw the ball 55 times, which is a recipe for an L. It's a recipe for a loss. I was texting some people last night, and they were like, Bryce ain't it, bro. Bryce is not it. Bryce ain't it. I'm just, Marv was disappointed. Joe saying it's not Kyler. Stop. It's not Kyler. Said it's not Kyler. When Trey is sitting in the end zone, 8 yards in front of Kyler, it's hard to miss him. D-Hop was just fine with Kyler. Yeah. We'll see. We shall see. We got games on tonight, though, y'all. We got 2 games, and it's going to be a late night for everybody out there because the damn Raiders and the Chargers don't play till 10 o'clock Eastern. Tampa Bay, Houston, Chargers and the Raiders. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes, and we'll talk about the damn thing on Wednesday. Jay Rich should be back by then, but that's all I got. That's all I got. There's no music. There's no nothing. I've got nothing. I was looking for some music to play, and let me see if I can throw something up here. What do we got? We got some Ray solo music. What is this? Kendrick Lamar? What did I miss? Let's play this. Let's see. Can y'all hear that? Is the music playing? Do my own damn outro. I think the music is playing. I feel like it's pretty loud. Turn this down. I feel like it's pretty damn loud. Appreciate everybody being in the building. We did have a super chat, so I want to get to that real quick. Let me see. Adam Zapp. Hey, that's love, my guy. Said, appreciate the Ray with No J solo show. Keep an eye out on the Eagles rookies and second-year players. Scary good. Adam, much love, my dude. Real talk. Appreciate everybody being in the building with your boy. 90 minutes of solo GQ. Just vibing with the people. Vibing with my folks. I appreciate y'all being here. If you stayed around, hit the thumbs up button for me, okay? If you're new to the show, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see what we get. We're gonna have a lot to talk about on Wednesday, and I want y'all to watch some stuff, see what other creators are talking about, and then bring it on Wednesday so we can talk about this, okay? Bring it on Wednesday so we can talk about it. But I love y'all. Have a phenomenal week. Make your Monday great. Wake up with myself and Jay Rich on Wednesday. Thank you, Keegan. Appreciate you, Daniel, Chris, Dynasty Knob. We got Clyde in the building. Joe, Jordan Baker, rolling with Johnny. C-Spell 83, JR Enterprise, Rocco, Ty DeClaire. Make sure you check out the Dynasty Deal Show and the All Gas Trade Show. Jimbo, appreciate you, man. Sweatpants emojis. Go to work, y'all. Y'all asses should be at work now. I'm out. Peace.